6.
Welcome back to Hannity and Colmes. Today, the Senate took up a bill to erect a fence along 700 miles of the U.S.-Mexico border. Now, this could be the last attempt by Congress to finally address illegal immigration before they adjourn for the midterm elections. Joining us now, Pennsylvania Republican Senator Rick Santorum. Senator Santorum, first let me on your election. I interviewed John Zogby on my radio show today. He has you at 4 points. You were down by 24 points at one point in this race. How did that happen?
Well, I mean, several things. Number one, I think, people are starting to focus on the race and seeing a choice between two candidates instead of a referendum on sort of national issues, which I think most of the early polls were representing. Secondly, we've been talking about issues. You mentioned immigration. There are clear differences between Bob Casey Jr. and me on the issue of immigration. Yeah. He's for the Senate bill. He's for amnesty. He's for raiding the Social Security Trust Fund to pay illegal immigrants after they forged documents to work in this country. And I'm not. I'm for a border security first approach.
Well, by the way, he is invited along with yourself. You've accepted our invitation. What is it, October 30th to be on this program?
October 30th.
And we've reached out to the Casey campaign. We've not gotten a no yet, so we're hoping that he'll come here and debate with you. Let's talk specifically. I've always said that we need to secure the border first, then deal with amnesty guest workers. The president's wanted a comprehensive bill. The House has passed this. You guys now, are you going to pass it, and will the president sign it?
Well, it really will depend on whether the Democrats will give us cloture. In other words, they'll let us go to the bill. They've let us go to the bill, but will they allow us to finish the bill? Now that we're on the bill in the United States Senate, everybody voted to move to this bill. Are they going to let us finish it? And right now, it doesn't look encouraging. But we're going to work hard and try to build consensus to take this vital first step. This is, as Leader Frist has said, this isn't the only thing we need to do. We have to do something on employer verification. We have to improve internal enforcement. We have to do something to set up a truly temporary worker program for people to come in here and work for a temporary period of time to go back. So there are other things we need to do, but you can't do any of those things well unless you secure the border first and stop the problem from getting bigger.
Senator, it seems to me that the Senate and the Congress are just afraid, the House are just afraid to deal with the comprehensive plan. It's not politically popular, and they're purposely putting that off till after the election. And I don't think that's leadership. That's why Congress is so unpopular in this country. You don't want to really focus on the whole issue. You want to do it piecemeal and just deal with those things that you think are political win-win situations.
Well, you know, Alan, very well that the way you get things done here in Washington is you seek consensus and you try to get what you can get done. Take that slice, take that piece of the loaf, if you will, and then come back and keep working on things. And I think everyone recognizes that this isn't the only thing we need to do to deal with this problem. But I think a lot of us do not believe that amnesty is in the equation. And so when I hear the word comprehensive, I think of a different thing than maybe you do. I don't think that we need to go to amnesty. I think we can handle this problem without giving people who have broken the law the right to be citizens in this country.
I actually agree with the president for once on this particular issue. Lee Morgan, who's a Border Patrol agent, retired, who wrote a book just out called The Reaper's Line. He says he's been on there for decades on the line, on the border. Fences don't work, he says. People break through them. People go around them. He's lived in Douglas. He said a fence will never work, never has.
Well, it's part of an overall strategy. I would agree with you that if we only did fences, it wouldn't work. But we're going to be improving our technology along the border. We're also going to be improving, building the number of border agents up. We've already added about 3,000 new border agents. We're up to, I think, 14,000 now on the border, and we're scheduled to have another, I think, 12% increase this year. So we need to do more. But a fence is a component, a necessary component in certain areas along the border.
It's a component that costs billions of dollars. You still have to guard the fence, and people are going to break through the fence. It seems to me this is a situation, again, where you're trying to solve a political problem, but not deal with something that's going to really stave off the issue.
Well, first off, people don't break the fence as easily as they can drive a van right through the desert into our country. So the bottom line is this does prevent people from crossing. This will be a deterrent. This will reduce our need to patrol lots of areas on a more frequent basis to catch people, and it will save lives, and it will reduce the number of people coming into this country.
All right, now, Senator, I'm supporting your campaign. Alan's supporting your opponent. You've accepted the debate. We've invited the Casey campaign to come on. We really basically want to play a little two-on-two basketball here.
We both would like that.
So the only one that has not accepted is Casey, and Alan's supporting him, and I'm supporting you. Yeah. So we look forward to having that debate, and hopefully
I'll support you if it'll help, Senator.
Well, just don't say that. Please don't support me.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that endorsement.
I don't even want him supporting me. So
believe me,
anyway, good to see you, Senator. Hopefully we'll be able to have that debate.
Thank you very much, John.